Yeah, every time.
Great.
So, before I get started, do you guys have any question related to previous homework?
Two. You mean homework 2 or 1?
Homework 2, you have time until Wednesday.
Until tomorrow.
Until Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
No, sorry, Thursday. I'm really sorry. Yeah, until Thursday. But about the homework 1, do you have any problem?
No.
You guys have submitted the homework 1? Let me see your card, just a moment.
Yeah, you did.
You guys submitted in class 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Class 6, week 1, I can see Giannis, Hugo,
I didn't move my card.
Yashambar. Yes, why you didn't move your card?
Because I forget. I guess after school.
Okay, you have
Next
to.
time you're planning.
Yes, the thing is, you have to move your upload your upload your homework in the break, and before you go today, please upload your homework on Trello and
She has
move your.
uploaded her homework. She didn't move her card.
Yeah, just move whatever it is. Just do it.
Go now and move your card.
Okay, I can move it if you have.
1 second.
Yeah, I moved it. Yeah. Okay, let's see her homework. Wait. This React
There's
one.
attack.
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't need to check right now. I'll check it afterward. But that's really good that you have uploaded. And all of you guys are up to date with the homework. That's really nice about the React. Okay, let's get started. So today we're going to cover form, about React form. So let's see. Actually in week 2 the homework is about form, right?
Basically, yes.
Yeah, but we didn't cover the form last time, but we're going to cover it today.
And manipulate today.
Yeah. Okay, let's get
We
started.
need to create React again.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Maybe you can create it, but for now just look at the window or look at the projector, and I will give you guys some time to do it. Let me create a folder. Okay. Directory React form. Create React app. Okay, now it's downloading the template. Yes, please. Yes. No, I refer the name, the same name with the folder.
Okay. There's a name for the folder.
Yeah. So most of the time, what you do, you write create React app and then a name. So now is this dot means take the name of that folder. The folder name is React form. So in this case, when I put dot here, it just takes the folder name. Yeah, folder name. Yeah. In the package.json, you will find out the same name. So far, how do you find React? Like, what is your experience so far? Is it easy, difficult, hard?
It's become a little bit difficult. It's very popular.
It's very popular. That's true.
And you can make a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier than writing from the scratch. All this CSS, all the HTML, and all the JavaScript. It's much easier just to have a React environment built on that.
True. Yeah. So when you have React, you
I
like
think
the development becomes so easier.
and the coding, the lines are fewer.
Yeah.
Rather be just, you know, to take the elements, target the elements, create the elements, and bypass all the commands. All
As
the
we covered last time
events.
about the reusable component, you can use the same component.
Yeah,
You can list
nice.
down with a map. You can fetch any JSON. Yeah. Okay, it's downloaded. Let's go cd. Okay, I'm here actually. Let's say npm start c, and I will also open this in code editor. It's taking some time, but I open the file. Let's get rid of all. So in the package.json, as you can see, it takes the same name that our folder had.
One more.
So when I say create React app,
One more.
one more.
Maximize one more.
Yeah. So whenever I said create React app dot, you see it takes the same name of the folder. So if you go to the folder, as you can see, the in this folder I have this React form, and inside this React form I have these things. What I did like with the create React app. And when I say dot, it just took the folder name. Cool. Okay, as you can see, the basic templates is here. So we're gonna get rid of like whatever is unnecessary for now to write a little bit fresher code. Let's delete it. Okay, now we are good to go. So what we're going to do today, we're going to make a simple form, and we're going to see how we can retrieve data. And there is like potentially 2-3 ways to make forms, but we're going to see two type of forms, how you can make forms. One of them called controlled form, and another one is called uncontrolled form. So we're going to see the controlled form first, which is very React way, and uncontrolled form, which is like not applying all the React methodology, but it works as well. So let's get started. For that, let's make a classical component. First of all, let's make a functional component since I deleted the app. Okay, cool. Our app component is there. Let's put it aside. Okay, let's make another folder called components, and inside that component folder, let's make a component called form.js. Cool. So in the form.js, we're going to create a simple form with the username and password. For example, let's create a form. For that, what I have to do, I have to import React, and let's add this shortcut as well, component from React. Right? Let's make the component class. Let's say export class form extends components. Cool. Now let's render. In our render, we're going to have like a main div which will be our container. Let's give it a class as well. Sorry. Let's give it a class as well. Class name container, and in this container we will have another div. Let's say, and in this div we say, for example, level. Level. Let's say name. Okay. And underneath of the level we can say input and type equal to maybe text. Yeah. Let's copy this again and paste it here, and let's say email here, and it will be the text as well. Yeah, for now let's try to take these two value and let's add a button here. Maybe submit. Okay, so now the controlled way, actually in React, if you make this form controlled means you have the full control of this React component or this form component. So you pass the data through your states, but before that let's save it and see if it's working or not. Okay, there is no such. Okay, I have to import it. Right.
You haven't exported as well.
I export it here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. True. So let's say component. Let's say import form from say dot components from. Yeah, cool. And let's add this form here for some. Save it here. Yeah, we have this name, this, and submit. It doesn't submit. Okay, no worries, because we haven't applied any functionality. So let's say whenever we click on the submit button, there will be a so let's say, do you have any questions? State, yes, I will set this. So let's say whenever we submit that button, it will take all the information and yeah, put it in state. So instead of here we can so now we are adding the value here directly, and it's getting directly from the DOM, right? But instead of that, let's add this value through the state. So if I say, okay, let's define the state first. So if I say state, we can add this way as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to define it, can be up to you.
Yeah. So if we say name, and let's say name equal to class 6.
Can do it empty as well, right?
Yeah. For now, let's add email. Let's say class 6 @sha.com. Cool. Now instead of this, let's provide the value here. Value equal to this dot state dot name, right? And here let's say the value is equal to this dot state dot email. Let's save it and see. Okay, the name is not showing. Why? Value. Yes. Yeah. So now it's showing, right? And the thing is, we cannot edit it as well. That's so cool, you know. So now, what we have to do actually, we have to add a on change method to this actually. So if we say on change to this, on change.
After CH, we have to put A in
What?
unchained.
Why did you put the value?
What?
Why did you put the value equal to the state?
I want this value come through the state, not directly, you know.
Yes, you're gonna define that in the function, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's do it. Yeah. Let's say the on change equal to a this dot, for example, name handling, name and handler, and here I can define another one. So on change equal to just a moment, email handling handle. What? On change CHANG, right? Yeah. So now since we defined these two functions here, we have to since we provide these two functions here, we have to define it up, right? So let's say name handler is a function, and let's say email handler is another function. So the first thing we do here, we prevent the default browser behavior. How do you do that? So we say event and you say event dot prevent default.
What is prevent default?
Is it right?
Yeah.
What is prevent default? So whenever we'll try to submit it, it will not be submitted. It will not refresh the page. Yeah. So now what we want actually, it should console log first the thing. Let's say event dot target dot value. Let's say I want to just console log that thing whenever something change. And let's save it. Let's go here. See,
So you have to bind those.
yes,
Because there are no.
and put it set.
And you have to change the state.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that. But before that, let's
Can you zoom that?
this one.
Yeah.
Unexpected use of event
Event.
non-registered in the global, line 14. Line 14.
14.
Yes, I didn't define event
You
here.
have to define
Yeah. And let's copy this as well. Let's see what.
Oh, you have a syntax error.
Yeah,
In default,
Default,
prevent default. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A here.
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Because I copied paste from here. Let's go to the inspect and let's see. Yeah, that's mean it's writing. It's cool. Yeah, but it's not showing here because we are not changing the state, but it's writing, you see. So now we just need to change the state. It's good. Let's do it. So now here in the on change, we are going to change the state. So we are going to not say these things. We are going to make it empty here. Now we are going to say set state, and here we are going to say name equal to event dot target dot value, and the same thing for this one as well. Instead of name we will say email. So if we change now and go here, there will be no. Okay, I have to bind it. And okay, cannot read the property set state of undefined. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
you
here.
don't care about the previous stage here.
Yeah, but it's better. Yeah, we don't care about the previous state here because we want the updated state. So let's say the constructor. But just a moment. Uh,
Don't do that. One step. Yeah, just look at that. He will send us the code.
props. Then we have to define it inside.
Yeah, you have to bind.
Is it this per set, right? Are you guys sure about that? I think it's not about the constructor.
Do you? Okay, which line? It's
17.
17.
My friend, come after the break. Stay outside.
I want to open my own computer today.
No. Go out.
Why?
Come after the break.
Really? You're saying something like this with laughing?
17.
Go and come out after the break. We're going to have break in 10 minutes. Okay, so what's going on here actually? Okay, so cannot read the property of set state. Why? Okay, let's diagnose this together. Why it's not state?
It's and what was the problem? It's undefined. It's state.
Yeah. New target to fill because
What was the prevent default to?
it just prevent your default browser default from behavior.
We need it or not?
We need it, yeah. We just comment. I just comment out the console log. You'll see where we
So,
need it.
Did you bind them?
No, I haven't.
Can you bind them
Here.
first, and then maybe you
It's.
should
I
try-
don't think it's about the bind.
Okay, you should try and change the values.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say bind.
Okay, and set the value on the form you're making.
Here. Yeah, it's working now. It's because of the bind.
Okay, submit that.
Okay, I haven't implemented the submit, but do you guys notice there how it's working? So it's about the bind. I think it wasn't about the state. Let's get rid of the state outside and see and do this. You see it's working.
It's a bind.
Yeah, it's the bind. Okay.
So you have to buy.
You have always
Yeah, you have to bind. Whenever you are working with states, you have to bind.
or use the arrow function.
Yeah, or use the arrow function.
Yeah. If you use the arrow function, you don't have to bind.
Bind, because the arrow function automatically bind
Yeah.
with the
But it's better just to bind always. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna do after that.
So that's good. Now we are having the data through the state, right? So now we need submit. Let's create on submit. On submit. Let's say this dot submit handler.
Bind that as well.
Yes. So let's go here and let's say this. Okay. Now what we want to get from here actually, let's console log. Console log this dot state. We save it and we go back here. If we say hello @ hello.com, submit. Yeah, it's not even giving us error. Let's on click for now.
Shouldn't we write type of button?
What?
Type.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's giving you one click. Do you guys understand?
So in order to use on submit, you have to use the form. Something like that.
But yes, yeah, on submit, yes, you have to use it with the form.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I do. But this is called like controlled way to make the React form.
So I have a question.
Yes,
And
please.
when I was looking for the code, most of the examples I found,
Mm-hmm.
when they declare the input on the value, they didn't use this dot state dot the key.
And
They
the
used
input. Yeah, they
they
use
use-
reference.
they used a string,
Okay.
value equal to name as a string.
Okay.
And when they went in if you go up in the functions,
Okay.
yeah, they did the same thing.
Okay.
Name equals event. What's the difference?
Event retracted value.
Yeah.
So what is the difference? They didn't use the set state, or
They used it's. They did everything you did, But in the input, there in the value, they didn't use that.
Okay.
This dot state dot name.
Here.
They used the string
Yeah.
with the name value.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So even if we just change this thing, get rid of this thing,
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But you know, here we are making sure what the state is getting, because
Which is the initial value.
yeah, here what we are checking out, like whatever you are typing, is the data it's stored in the state is the same, because otherwise maybe, because as you know, React change the component is second, right? So otherwise you can have conflict, like you're writing something but then the state is changing after 1 second.
Okay.
So you have the previous value, not the real value, you know. So that's why you are over checking whatever the state getting and whatever you are writing is the same. So that's why you set value. Even if we like get rid of this thing from 1, as you can see, if we save it,
It works as well.
obviously should,
Yeah, it
You
works.
see?
It works.
yeah.
Okay, and all those data, where are they stored?
They stored in the state, as you can see here.
So now it becomes the state.
This dot state, yeah. So now, if you want to send this data
Back to
somewhere,
JSON, let's say.
so you will send this dot state.
How do you do that?
I'll show you in the next class,
Okay.
or even today's class maybe.
Yeah, after the break, let me know.
Okay, let's have a 7 minutes break.
Can you send that code
Yeah.
on Slack for an index.js?
Yes.
The generation organization is just a degree
Yeah.
For
or the generation organization
Sorry.
for each input you
is
for
a
each
degree
For each input,
you create
from other country.
a method. Yes. Yes. For each. Yeah. Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
That is
Great.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah. It's good. You have more control in whole form. You can do all the things that you want to do.
I don't know where. Do you also shoes?
Themselves. Okay, yeah, and the parts will go organizations. But yeah, very cool. Yeah, no subtitles. That's the video.
Okay.
Okay. Have you seen Adventures? It's so hard.
You didn't copy. You just move it.
It's from my stick, so it will copy.
Um,
Have you seen that?
yes.
So it says, hey, Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts.
So it's great.
Yeah.
Send to
Hold on.
Ludo.
Yeah.
Just open the door.
I'll here. Just open the door and I'll tell you.
You're
That's
gonna
it.
find together, I think. I don't know what.
Plus 6.
Okay, that's 4 on 5.
Yeah.
That,
And
but
there
it's
is
not here.
Everything is mixed.
Yeah, they use one method only for each one.
Yeah.
Say, on change this handle, on change for each.
Yeah, for each input.
But you use different methods for each one.
Different?
You know, yeah. Here,
Somebody can remember
for
what
period,
it did.
you use this one for
Somebody
for
can
name,
explain me
for
what
name.
it did.
Yeah.
But here they use one
Doing the
for
floor.
name.
Yeah, you have different way to. Man, so you will not be late from next class, okay? If you,
At least PDL is far.
it doesn't matter. You get off your home 20 minutes earlier.
No, I'm not this year.
You have to. If you don't come on time, you have to wait outside.
It's a class, yes, it's a class. Come on, let's go out.
So how do you make it?
You want to drink coffee? Really?
Is it so bitter or not? It's a
You
bitter.
like coffee?
But this one for me. Take from here.
Take it.
Yeah, take this one. Okay, let's see. What?
Only class 5. Only class 5.
Yes.
Class 5.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
say it's better, but what do you know from the sentence?
It's better than something else. Yeah. You have ice cubes?
Yes. Here we have. Then you put 4 or 5 ice.
Yeah. No, not for me.
Because it's good coffee machine.
It's so don't you? Okay, let me see.
Yes. Yes, you don't put any.
So what?
You go there. Please,
No, that is my
yeah, okay, but your expression was really nice. No, no, not those. Only sugar. These are the sugar.
brown
Too much brown sugar, black sugar. It's called black sugar, but it is brown sugar is something else. Okay, don't say it. Nobody will know.
Yeah? Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Should I wash the glass?
No, it's okay, don't worry. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be in touch.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I know I brought some of my expertise in my network. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Tomorrow I will see. Not today. I have a class. Tomorrow. Can you also call them? Good. Do you guys mind to turn off the light?
Yeah, the lights.
So let me discuss what I talked with Hugo. We are talking about form. So who can explain, Hugo, how we did the form here? Like Yanis, can you?
One moment.
Yeah. So go and explain him what we did right now, and in the meanwhile, you guys practice and do the code. I paste the code in Slack as well, and Yanis is going to present what we did so far.
Okay. So, do you know how to make forms?
No.
No? I think you know, but okay. Where is everybody?
I'm here.
So what we did, we built the app to take a form. So at first we made a class. Okay. We set the state.
Why
Why?
you don't return this dot state? Why? Create any.
Okay, because we didn't use the constructor.
Okay.
We did another way. Okay, because we here didn't want to to use a constructor. There is no specific reason.
Yeah.
Okay, and we provided the empty state.
Yes, yeah.
So then, after that, we rendered an input called name and an input called email. Okay, it's you see, it's here. Name, email, two forms, and a button.
Only that.
Yeah, just a button here. So after that, we want to get the data. Okay. We want you to provide a name and an email, and click the button and retrieve the data for what you type. So we created two functions. Okay. The one is the name handler, to handle the name you give us, and the other one is the email handler. Okay. To get the email. So we create a function, the name handler. Okay, to provide the event.
You can change like name or you put something.
Yeah,
Name something.
yeah. You give us a name.
Yes. You put name by name one, maybe you create function name one, event, email one, event inside. You can do it. Of course.
So you mean you want to create the event inside here?
No. It's not like name and the rest. It's not like type.
No, you have to write exactly this, because we are saying that set state.
No, I spoke about function name.
Yeah, the function name can be anything. Yes, it's a function handler. Yeah.
Just whatever you want. Okay. So the main point is to get a new state. Okay. So you set the name to the value of the form.
Yes.
Okay, you provide something, you type something, we get that value, and we set the state name with that value. Okay, here the event, prevent, default. Okay, it's a way to prevent
The default form
default
behavior.
Yeah.
So for example, in the form, so although we haven't defined here a form, if we define here a form, for example, form, and we close this form here, just a moment, before the container. So when we write these all labels and names and inputs inside a form, whenever you click a button, if we, for example, if we get rid of this and get, it's actually on the submit. So if I save it, if I go here, whenever I click, you see it refresh.
Yeah.
The data is not, the data is here, but you cannot see
You
it.
cannot see them.
It's just like so quick. So with this prevent default method, it just prevent the default behavior of the form. You have to add it here actually. So if we save it now, whatever will,
You don't need to.
wait, we need, we save it now, go here, write something, we can see the data here, it's not refreshing. So what we did here, actually we are getting the data through the states. Okay, we define here state with name and email with the empty states, and here in the input we say it on change, and we have to put the value as well, just a moment, so that it comes from input. So every time whatever we are writing here inside this thing, it is coming from state. Okay, so that's why we said value this dot state is equal to name. So this name is coming from the states, you know.
Yes.
In the onChange handler, we said whenever something changes, fire this function. And what is this doing? This function are setting the new state.
Yeah, email event dot type the value.
Yeah, I would say open your create React app and do this form. Now, once you finish, take 10 minutes, do it. And if you have any question, let me know, and then we proceed with another way of form. This code is on Slack. Just go to the Slack. You can see for the reference. Write it down and do it. Let me create another form. Form 2.js. Let me copy that from one. Just this. Yeah, good. Get rid of these things. This. This. Let me know, guys, if you have any question. Okay, it should work without that. Let's see just. Okay, that's respond to. Let's see. Port. Okay, we just need to add it on the on click. Click. Prevent, yes, we have to prevent that. Guys, are you trying that thing?
Yes.
How it's going on?
I only copy and paste the thing you put in Slack.
But do you understand?
You explain it. How it is. How we did the code.
Yeah, I explained already. Yeah, you understood, right?
Yes. Now what do you want?
I don't want you anything. Just I wanted to let me know that you have tried and you don't have any problem.
Okay. You think it did in Slack? Yes. I think it's right. I have a question here because when I submit it,
Mm-hmm.
the code will not. Yes. It's like he displayed weather type. They're not going. Why?
The type?
Yeah, the type. I think I type. It's make here.
No receipts.
I type.
Okay.
You will be able to hear. No, it goes.
Not reloading. Yeah. Because we said the browser should not prevent different browsers.
Okay. We will continue with it. We prevent default.
Default,
Okay,
yeah. But when we will submit it, we will get rid of that.
Ah,
So this is another way to make the same form. Just a moment, let me see a little bit. Type reference import, this is the full name. Handle submit, prevent, console. Yes, dot value.
I have a question. If now here I want to put a bootstrap, I can only go on to bootstrap page and copy only the link,
Yes.
that link, and then I put here keyword
Yeah.
directly.
Yeah. So, guys, here is another way to make.
And make a video.
Yeah. But let's do it from scratch.
Right.
So, I make React component. Here I make render, right? So I have like, just a moment. Now I have like the form, right? Here, as you can see, I have like the container, the form tag, and inside the form tag I have one div, a second div. This is the second div. So in the first div you have like name and type text. You guys understand this, right? So we can also avoid like the state, like how we did it with state, but this is actually the uncontrolled way, so you don't have the full control of it, but it does the work fine. So you will just say ref, and this is a attribute from React.
Yeah, you use the vector.
Yeah, the reference of this tag. So what it will do actually, it will create a global variable here, like this dot name. So this name will not global, I'm sorry, this name is going to be belong to this component.
You set the state there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's like setting the state there.
Yeah, it's like,
using this.
yeah, it's like you're giving some value for the component.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like the property you're making. So then, like, I also give here input dot email and equal to input, and now here I say on submit this submit handler, and here I creating the submit handler. So I say data, I have now access this dot name, and then I can also console log. So I prevent the default default browser behavior, and then I bind them with this, and then
It's like you're using state again without defining any state. You
it's
define
not
that.
state actually.
Yeah, but it's like state.
Like state, yeah.
Okay, it's
We are
an
using
object.
some property. We are making some custom property,
Yeah.
and we are using that
What
property.
we need to use a control form and uncontrolled.
It depends on your project, like which one you prefer. But I would say always go for this one, because this one you have the more control, and you have what?
More straight.
More street, yeah. You have the full control of the all fields. You know, you can run some operation whenever you get the data. You can see the check the validation. So, do you guys want to give it a shot as well?
Can you send that?
No, I will not send it. You have to
I
type.
will
Zoom it.
I have a question of const.
What?
Why you not create state?
Why I did? Because I don't need. I am not using state. I'm not using state. That's why I don't need state. I'm just using a method here, like a submit handler.
What is the difference between const data and state? If you create some state and you put a container or you put array inside, what is the difference between? Now you create const data.
Data. Yeah, it's a variable I create.
Yeah, you create a variable called data.
Data.
What is the difference? State and this. What is the difference? Why you don't use
State, you cannot. State has like ability to change itself with the set state, right? State is a feature of React, but here we are populating a property. We are making some property and we are changing this property through this dot name. And here we are just creating a variable. Variable and state is wholly different thing. State has the ability to see what was the previous state, and state has these all life cycle methods. Whenever a state changes, you can trigger something. Whenever a state about to change, you can trigger something. So state has bunch of functionality implemented, but this thing doesn't have that functionality.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah. Mona, did you understand this one? Asli?
Yeah.
Yeshamba?
Can you back to index.js?
Index.js here.
Here you commit import form from component the first one. Yeah.
Two, form 2.
Yeah, why you do the first one?
Because first one, it was the previous example we did. And now we did a new example.
Yeah, but if you let it gives you a wrong or error.
If you put it here as this is, then you have to change this name, maybe form 2. And you have to say here form 2.
Yeah, if you want to have them both.
Yeah, it doesn't matter actually. But it will give you a gray error like form is defined but never used.
So there you have on submit, but I think you never use that.
No, I never used that.
You use just on click, right?
Click here. But if I delete it,
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, it works. That's fine.
right?
No. Oh, what? You delete it
From the submit.
on click.
On click,
And
yeah.
you left on submit.
Yes.
I think it's the same. No.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
no, no.
So we have to
You
bind
have to
it.
bind it.
Yes.
You have to bind it.
That's when it triggers, you know?
Yeah.
It works.
It's the same.
It's the same. Yeah. And the main factor here, if you press enter, it also works.
With on submit.
On submit.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't put it in on submit, it will not work. That's why I put there and on click as well, so that it can be worked.
So you don't need a button.
No, you don't.
Great job.
Next one.
Are you inputting a cheat in my laptop? So my laptop will be overflow.
Okay, let me send the code. No, write it down. I'll send you, but you just gonna compare with your one. It works. Okay, let's talk about little bit the homework. GitHub.
So today the class was about the control form and uncontrol form.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we are in
With two or with three?
we are in week 3. So next class we are going to do some form and merging states. I think we know merging states, managing states, and thinking in React.
Oh,
And
it's in you.
yeah, so guys, you see those are the links. Please go and try to study those things as well. You see they are also saying controlled component.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since forms are in the week 3,
Yes,
why in the week 2 homework
they put the form.
they put the form? Yeah.
Yeah, these are the things we have to change actually because this curriculum, yeah, not get fucked up. Like we need to change a little bit. Okay, it's a good note. I will change.
Okay, I have a lot of questions about the homework actually. So the first point, it says that instead of using JSON